Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhist or Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is Installing a Bird Bath. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. A few weeks ago, I installed a bird bath in one of my garden beds. It's nothing fancy. It's literally a plastic container, probably supposed to be used to feed farm animals, but I put it in the soil, filled it with rocks and water, and then I added one of those solar fountains in the middle, so it'll shoot up the water and get the water moving. That way we can keep the mosquitoes out. And I waited. Now I'll be honest, I didn't install it initially for the birds. It was primarily there just because I like the sound of running water, and it was relaxing to look at. However, something interesting started to happen. One sparrow found it, and they took a drink, took a bath, hung out for a while. Then a second one came over, then a third. Then they flew away. I didn't think much of it. The next day, there were a few more sparrows. Next day, there were a few more. Today, I counted a full 15 sparrows hanging out around the bird bath, taking turns, splashing themselves, getting a drink. They flew around and explored other parts of the garden until finally something, I don't know what, scared them, and they all flew away. And this was a fun experience for a couple of reasons. One, it's just nice to look at the birds, but it's also good to know that I'm doing something that makes their lives a little bit easier. The fact is, wildlife has it pretty rough when you think about it. Their lives are relatively short. They're always in fear of being eaten, on the lookout for food and shelter. So the fact that I was able to do this small little thing to make life a little bit more pleasant for them, well, it felt kind of good. And I think there's a lesson in that, because oftentimes in life, we think we need to do the big, ostentatious projects in order to make a difference. We need to start a nonprofit. We need to donate a large sum of money to charity. And there's nothing wrong with either of those things, but the truth is, for most of us, they're out of reach. We can't do the big things. However, we can do the little things, and I would argue they're just as important. One, because they're easier and simpler to do, but also because they offer a long-lasting benefit. So while a bird bath isn't going to change the world and make life better for every bird in the planet, it made life a little bit better for the sparrows I saw today and the ones I'll hopefully see tomorrow. Similarly, there's probably something you can do in your life that will make life just a little bit better for yourself and others. Maybe there's produce from your garden that you can share. Maybe you enjoy knitting and you can make a scarf or a handkerchief for some coworkers. Maybe you're very good at sewing and you know someone who needs a button replaced. If we take the time to use our inner wisdom and discernment to find ways, little ways, to help other people, we can make a difference. And that difference adds up over time to end suffering not just for ourselves, but for others as well. Amitabha.